Yes. Hi, Abhijit. This is Raghu
Yeah,
from Orpington.
yeah,
One of the things that I was kind of interested, and because you spoke about a lot of battles, around the world that have been fought. But one of the things that I wanted to kind of gain a bit more insight into is how did you balance the narratives? Because a battle can be presented, from two perspectives, right? The two sides which are fighting the battle. But how did you get a balanced narrative, and ensure that the material that you had or the content that you're presenting presented in very neutral or balanced or the true story of for what the battle was for. Because sometimes you read battles and you get a one-sided narrative of basically written by a historian, who could be who on which side he or which country he belongs to, he or she belongs to. So how did you get that narrative, to that kind of a very balanced narrative to be presented in your book?
yeah. It's always a challenge, obviously, and I don't think I was trying to set one narrative. So I'll be very honest there. So it is shaped in that way. But how do you be balanced? One thing is I've read many books. So I've listed down 10 books in my bibliography. So I've read 10 different books. For every battle, I've read 2 to 3 books from different authors. Sadly, Indian historians haven't done much of work on these battles. The 1857 battles have been mostly written by the British historians, and there's a very certain perspective that they bring. Uh, so it took a bit of more research on internet and all that to get the balance there. Uh, with the Vienna and the Turkish battles, it was fairly easy because there is a balance there. Now, the trick to narrative writing in a neutral way is to make it very factual and stick to the story and build the characters and places a little bit. But I've tried to not give a slant. It also depends on the words you use. So, I've tried to keep it very neutral. 1857, I've not called it the first battle of independence. I've called it a rebellion because it was a rebellion. Right? Battle of Plassey is again mentioned as that. There is a slight narrative. There is a slight spin, not spin, but there's a slight color given to it that the sepoys were unhappy because of certain policies of the government, as well as they had Indian stirrings as Indians as well, that sort of thing. But mostly it's about keeping the language neutral.